Hey everybody, it's Party Elite, continuing the Let's Play of the Dwarves. If you haven't seen the first episode, make sure you do
This is
so.
where you swung the
Whoa.
forge hammer for the first time 30
Being
cycles
interrupted here.
ago. No one taught you the craft. It was enough
Yep.
for you.
Okay, so if you haven't seen the last episode, I certainly suggest you do so. It
There was
will...
a time when you could hardly lift the heavy hammer. Now you barely notice it anymore, and it feels like an extension of your arm. Smith.
Alright, I'm not going to click. If you haven't seen the previous episode, I suggest you do so. It kind of sets up the story of this game. And I'm almost clicking again. It's actually based on The Dwarves, which is a novel by Markus Heitz, a German author. Yeah, I mean, with that said, it's an RPG game with some tactical elements. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and let me know if you'd like me to, again, talk over stuff or not, if you'd like to enjoy the cutscenes as they are, etc. In the meanwhile, let's continue our gameplay. Let's see. Ooh, a little axe. Let's take the axe. I want the axe. What's a dwarf without his axe? Swing that bad boy. Yeah! Alright. Alright. Let's see here. Okay, little horse. So I missed a lot of this stuff when I was playing earlier.
You've worked a bit more on Sunya's birthday present last night. The little one is crazy about horses. You, on the other hand, prefer to keep your distance.
Too many
unless you're
legs and
fitting
way
them
too
with
big.
hooves. Too many legs and way too big.
That's cute. Alright. Altar to
Everything you know about
Vrakas.
dwarves you learnt from books. The divine smith created the dwarves, and from time to time you make him an offering of some crumbs of gold. It's the most valuable thing you have to offer Vrakas.
Interesting. So Vrakas is obviously the dwarf god. Let's see what else. Anything else over here? Nope. Yeah, I just love like the depth of field effects and stuff.
Come to the kitchen, we need you.
Jolison, a fourth-degree famulus and your favorite foe among the students of magic, gives you a disparaging glance and disappears without waiting
For your reply. Okay. I'm trying to understand the relationships between people here. Ooh. Look at the famuli.
Of the 200 or so people selected to learn the art of magic under Lot Yonan, there's barely a handful of them you can stand the sight of. You're not at all interested in magic in all its elusiveness.
Interesting. My realm is the forge. Indeed, I'm a dwarf. Kitchen. I'm guessing that's the kitchen. What's up, fellas?
Tangdale! Quick! Or the goulash will get burnt!
You immediately recognize what the problem is. A chain running over a pulley for positioning the cauldron
I see.
is detached from its mounting, and the cauldron stuck in the fireplace. It's a heavy load, and none of the famuli, who feel superior even during kitchen duty, dare do anything. They
Alright.
might burn their feet.
Alright. What, you want me to help? Repair the mounting bracket. Look at the kitchen table. Do I want to help them? They've kind of been mean to me from the get-go.
It'd be a waste of goulash. And I'm hungry.
It's nothing for a dwarf.
Here, hold this.
Oh, that's good. You know what? I'm gonna take my time. This guy was really kind of rude to me. Let's chat.
Do you remember when you dyed my beard with some magic spell? I had to shave it off.
You
Whoa,
stroke your beard, which is unusually short for
that's
a
an
dwarf.
offense.
Damn it! Ah, it's heavy.
The young human forces through his pursed lips, letting the pot sink a little.
Ah, you're gonna
Don't
burn
you
it.
dare ruin my goulash, boy!
Yeah, exactly.
The cook with beefy forearms glares at the young man, and after a brief moment, he tries harder.
All right, let's see. Let's just take a look at the mounting
With as
bracket.
much concern in your voice as you can muster, you say,
Oh, no, this doesn't look good.
you're pleased to notice he's dripping with sweat.
I'll get you back for this, groundling.
Take a groundling as the derogatory phrase. Let's repair it. No other option, really. Wow, that
Damned freak.
For
that
a
easy.
moment, you hope the famulus really does raise his hand to you. But then he comes to his senses and leaves the kitchen, his face bright red.
Be gone.
What a pair you are!
Aren't we the finest? Okay.
Vegetables, bread, cheese, but the cook is not to be trifled with.
Wow.
Many painful knuckles have taught you that she knows how to handle a heavy wooden spoon.
That doesn't sound like a very nice, this doesn't sound like a nice place to be.
The beer that is delivered to the vaults is supposed to be the best beer in Idderslane. It's certainly your favorite beer. But you haven't drunk enough other beers to truly know.
Yeah, I understand that. I know that feeling. Talk to Frala.
Do you know what Lot wants?
The maid gives you an amused look. She has often accused you.
Yeah, I get it, I get it. What is this? There's a cradle here.
I am your godfather, little one.
Oh.
I'll look after you just like I looked after your mother.
Little Akana grasps your calloused finger and smiles at you wide-eyed.
I wish I could zoom in more. That looks like a Matryoshka doll, or however that's pronounced. Okay, where is this guy's? Right, there we go. We'll head over there afterwards. Lot Yonan's study. Onwards. Through the doors. So I like that it sort of builds the world, you know, it doesn't just throw you in, like we have that abilities at the beginning, but it doesn't just throw you into it all. Kind of learn the personality and how much apparently dwarves are hated. It's unfortunate.
Master Lot Yonan, Frala told me you wished to speak with me.
Ah, Tungdil, come in. There is a bag over there in the cupboard. Take it out, please. It contains artifacts belonging to my former famulus Goren. I wish to return them to him. He's in Black Saddle, 300 miles away.
300 miles? That's a long journey. Who are you going to entrust with this?
I was thinking of you.
Me?
There is no one better to take on this journey. You have acquired much knowledge. You are almost a scholar. You know more than most famuli about Girdlegard and its inhabitants. It is time for you to go out into the world and see it with your own eyes.
With pleasure.
I really like the visuals. They're really nice. The depth of field and stuff, especially the animations of the fabric and stuff. Okay, maybe we'll meet some... What's in the pouch? A little nosy.
What's in the bag?
Magical devices.
What's in the box?
You better leave the bag closed if you want to avoid any accidents. Dwarves don't really like magic, and magic doesn't like you either.
Rakus gave us so much craftsmanship that there's no space left in our bodies for magic.
Strictly speaking, every time you've been too close to magic, it has ended in catastrophe.
Sounds like some propaganda. Maybe I'll meet other dwarves on the way. I'm assuming that's the plot of the game.
Perhaps I'll meet some dwarves on my travels.
Yes, perhaps. But don't hold out too much hope. And be careful who you talk to. Not everyone out there likes dwarves.
Nobody in here likes dwarves, man.
Goblins. They abduct baby dwarves and sell them to magi, from what I've heard.
Not the best bit of business I've ever done. But what was I to do? The Longnoses threatened to throw you into the nearest river.
Oh, alright, so he's my adopted father.
Be on your guard. Look after the bag and don't lose it. May Palandiel be with you. And Varakas too, of course.
I'll set off immediately. I'll see you soon, Lot Yonan.
Alright. Music as well. Beautiful music. Okay, alright. So it's a very traditional sort of adventurer's tale.
Lot Yonan's vaults are equipped with laboratories, a library, and private rooms for the famuli. Together with the forge, the kitchen, and the other utility rooms, it makes up quite an impressive complex.
Interesting,
But
interesting.
compared to the courts of the other magi, the
So-
seat of power in Yonandar is small and modest.
As magic goes, I'm gonna go ahead and say that my buddy, Lot Yonan there, he's a good guy, and all the other magi are like villains or atrocious human beings or something. Just the feeling I get. Maybe I've played too much of The Witcher. Pilfer some food. Sure. Yoink. Hey, I'm traveling for 300 miles. I'm gonna need some food.
The blacksmith? Do you want something?
Yeah, your food.
Did a horse bolt while you were trying to shoe it? It's certainly not on our plates.
No, I want your food. I want your food. Okay, I got it. I want your food too. Never see you guys again, hopefully.
Hey,
Yoink.
what are you doing, groundling?
Taking your food.
We're still eating here. Why don't you go and get your own portion?
These guys, they don't understand. I'm going on an adventure. I already looked at the table. Let's see, look at dinner.
The goulash is bubbling in the cauldron. You draw the warm air in through your nose, and the smell makes your mouth start watering.
Okay, just gonna maybe scoop some up. No? Frala, give me food.
Hello,
Give me this
Frala.
cheese and bread. Ah, I need provisions for 300 miles. I've got a present for you. I have a present for her? Maybe she'll give me more food if I give her the present first.
I've got a present for you.
You take out a symbol of protection that you've carefully made from 3 horseshoe nails.
It's not the finest jewellery in Girdlegard.
One look at Frala's face makes it clear that it doesn't matter. She glows with happiness as she takes the pendant.
For me? But why?
Because you don't see me as an oddity, and you're like a little sister to me.
You could have said, but you settle with a shrug and a crooked smile.
That's funny. It made me think of Anakin making the little thing for Padme in Star Wars. Hence the groan.
I need provisions for 300 miles.
You're grinning from ear to ear. Finally, you've got the chance to see something of the world.
300? Tungdil, that's no errand. That's an epic journey. Wait, I've got just the right thing. But make sure the cook doesn't see.
I'm going to Blacksaddle to return a few things to a former apprentice in Amagus.
You pocket the rye bread, sausages, and ham.
Oh, that
Enough
sounds so
food
good
for
right
the
now.
first few days of your journey.
Perhaps I might even meet some dwarves. Do I really want to talk to her? Sure,
Perhaps I'll
why
even meet
not?
some dwarves on the way.
Frala throws you a cautious glance. It's a tricky subject that you can't help but broach.
There aren't dwarves down here. You're the only one in Ida's Lane, as far as we know.
I know, but I can't just have
Thought I
been
was
born
leaving
out of a rock.
Ida's Lane.
Somewhere in the mountains, I have a clan. Maybe even a family.
Yes. Maybe.
Frala has reminded you more than once that Lot Yonan wrote to the dwarf clans and none of them were missing a dwarf boy.
Wouldn't be surprised if...
I've got a long...
Yep. Wouldn't be surprised if
I wish you the blessing of Palandial and Vracus to protect you from
Talisman,
all
think
danger
of
in your
me.
journey. Here.
Ooh, winks
a
at me
talisman.
mischievously.
Whenever you...
Alright. Let me go. So I'm gonna guess, let's throw down a prediction here. I am actually made from stone and given life. I'm like sort of the equivalent of a virgin birth, if you will. Let's look at the gate. And I'm like the savior of the realms or something. That's my guess. Though I start as this like
apparently dwarves
unassuming
who have never seen the sky.
boy.
And you too feel more comfortable when you have rock over your head. If only you didn't long to...
Okay. Cool. Let's keep tucking away. Alright. Now, actually, hovering over down there reminds me, remember, this is a beta, so if you see any glitches or bugs, ooh, what's that? Do be forgiving because this is early access.
Within a few moments you find Blacksaddle on the map. It is southeast of Parista, a little more than halfway between the city of the Magus Nuden and Lot Yonan's vaults. You trace the path from the vaults to the mountain with your finger. It doesn't seem far on the map, but it will be the biggest journey of your life.
Alright, sounds about right. Let's get going. Let's see what the world has to offer. Now again, as I was saying, this is in, this is still in beta, it's a pre-release copy. The game actually releases on the 1st of December, and if you'd like to learn more about it, you can see links in the description below.
How nice to see you again, Lot Yonan.
Jeez.
It must have been an age since we last met face to face.
Nuden, welcome. Please, sit down.
He must be
No,
evil.
thank you, my friend. These are urgent matters, and I don't have much time. You must come to Leos Nuden immediately. The perished land is stirring.
Are you sure? What makes you think that?
I found out about 60 orbits ago, during a visit to the borders. Our magical barriers have weakened and become porous. The Elfar have left their land, and a huge horde of orcs have marched into Girdlegard.
Were you able to strengthen the spell with your magic?
No. I can't repair the damage alone. We need the combined power of the 6. The other 4 are already on their way here, but we need your help too.
I will set off for Parista without delay.
Oh, and as you're coming, Could you also take the opportunity to bring back the things that I lent to you?
Of course. I have them already packed in a bag.
Oh, thank you. We'll be expecting you.
They're definitely killing him. There's no way he's a good guy. At all. Not to judge a book based on its cover, but the cover of that book says I'm a bad guy.
Utterly blinded by the sunlight, you squeeze your eyes tightly shut after only a few steps. The time spent underground has made you so sensitive to light that you're forced to seek shelter in the shade of a mighty oak.
Alright. Let's see. Black Range. Oh, ooh. Interesting. Well, this is beautiful once again. This game is absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. Oh. Sorry, wow, I just kind of lost focus there. Just started focusing on the visuals. Again, I do love a good world with some nice lore and just geography and stuff. It always consumes me, so I'm very excited about this. Is that my destination, or is that a new quest? Black Saddle, that's my destination. That's me right now. Interesting. Push forward. Why wouldn't we? So I guess I choose my own path and we get different side quests and whatnot.
Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight, but a smile spreads across your face nonetheless. You've covered a decent distance on the first day of your big journey.
Alright,
you pitch your camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor. When you awake in the morning, you're
Look at that. It's got like birds flying by and everything. Sorry. Oh, and it's raining. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. So I take it each of these pips is a day's journey. I'm trying to get to Black Saddle here. What's faster? Let's head this way.
Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something move next to the road, a few hundred meters ahead. Some crows are pecking at something in the long grass.
Walk further until I can make out more. Stand still and observe. Leave. Sneak. Dwarves don't sneak. Dwarves can't sneak. We're going to stand still and we're going to observe the scene.
You survey the grass, the bushes, and the few trees that are growing on both sides of the track. The wind blows through the grass and the leaves tremble. The pecking of the birds is only interrupted by the occasional fluttering of their wings. Apart from that, you see nothing.
Interesting. Oh, let's try and get a little bit closer. I could sneak up. Oh, okay, that's leaving the road. No, yeah, let's stay on the road and sneak up.
On the ground. You try to convince yourself it's from an animal that just happened to be killed on the road by a hunter. You know this is improbable, and your hope disappears completely when you see two human bodies lying in the flattened grass.
Interesting. Frontal attack is not... interesting. Okay. That's a nice way of sending or giving side quests. Oh my god, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well done by the developers, I have to say. Alright, so we're trying to figure out what's going on here. So there's body. Examine the bush tracks. Okay. Well, we'll see what's in this bush.
Nothing.
Oh, that doesn't help me. Anything else here? No, let's go to this body.
A slender man lies in front of you, dressed in an expensive robe. It is in the colors of Turgur the Fair-Faced, one of the 6 Magi. The dead man must be one of Turgur's famuli. You don't see any wounds.
Oh, that's not good. Ooh, turn the body over. Flip.
By Vracus.
There are some narrow stab wounds in the man's chest. The cuts are too big to have been made by arrows, but too small for sword wounds.
Alright, interesting. Let's look for tracks. There's a bush here as well, another body I see.
You don't see any signs of a struggle in the area where the corpses are lying. Were they stabbed by a companion? A stranger could hardly have crept up on them with such sparse cover.
Interesting. A little bit of a murder mystery going on here.
Nothing again.
You halt. There is something.
A rucksack. Did someone hide it in the bushes, or was it thrown in there?
Well, let's search through it, of course.
You open the rucksack and recognize that someone has already rummaged through it. As well as some implements and writing utensils, you find a pouch full of gold and a talisman. The gold is proof that this is not a case of robbery.
That's interesting. Do we take anything? I mean, yeah, let's take the talisman first. I figured gold we can find anywhere the talisman might be, like, rare or something.
Warmth and a feeling of security flush through your body as you touch the talisman. You feel safer just holding it in your hand.
I'm taking you with me.
So I guess I'm a robber and I insult women saying they haven't, they seem tired. Okay. Let's take the money too. Let's go all the way, right? Okay. There was this other body as well. That one.
You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armor that is strengthened with iron plates. There's a sword lying next to him. Was he trying to defend himself against something? Or someone? There is no blood on the sword.
Interesting. Turn this body over
the man
too.
has the same incisions. It's clear that both men were killed by the same weapon. But what that weapon might be, you cannot say.
Well, this rucksack is out here. No bushes for this one.
A rucksack that probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to have been searched and then thrown away carelessly.
Oh. So that one must have been hidden in there.
You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Parista, Nuden's capital, to Lot-Yonan's vaults.
Does this mean that Turga the Fair-Faced is in Parista and wanted to send Lot-Yonan a message? And if so, why didn't he use magic? Did he want to contact him without anyone noticing? Why all this secrecy?
Interesting. Dark things at work, it would seem. Alright, anything else for me to pick out? Or was that kind of everything? Thought I saw something. Oh, proceed. I guess that's everything. That can't be anything I'm missing. Yeah, looks like everything. Onwards.
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
Okay, well, did I
scour the area once more and ask...
Stay and look for further clues. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. This is quite interesting. Story is expanding, I suppose. Doesn't look like I missed anything. I think the prompt is just there no matter what, so let's pop through.
You scour the area once more.
We're gonna bury the bodies. I think I saw that was an option. Yeah, bury the dead and then continue on your journey. Interesting. I like how the story is being presented. I don't know if it's linear or if it's sort of, you know, if there are forks in this road.
It's time-consuming and strenuous work digging shallow graves in the ground with a stick and covering the corpses with a few stones. But it should at least keep the crows from their feasting for a while. You continue on your way so as to put a few more miles between you and your grisly find before night falls.
Yeah, don't want to be attacked by bears. Okay, do we head up this way? There's a little town there. Okay, let's, we're not going to come back to this corner anytime soon. Let's see what's going on. Nothing. Okay. Alright. Farmstead. I want to get to this question mark here. Oh, what's that? Dwarf merchant. Oh, that's really cool. I wonder what else there is. Alright. Let's keep moving forward. I wonder if I can actually buy anything worthwhile.
You see a flickering light through the trees some way from the path. It might come from a campfire.
Approach the fire audibly, sneak closer, or ignore the fire and continue. I know I said dwarves can't sneak, but I'm going to try it this time.
You creep through the undergrowth towards the fire, but can't prevent your
damn
armor
it.
from clattering and small twigs from breaking under every heavy step you take. You curse quietly to yourself, but go on until you can see what's going on. 3 broad-shouldered men with axes sit at a campfire, on which 2 rabbits are sizzling. It's only thanks to the fact that the men are joking loudly with one another and not paying attention to their surroundings that they haven't discovered you yet.
Interesting. Let's creep up and eavesdrop. Let's see what they're joking about. I'm worried they're going to attack me. It might be nothing. Let's find out.
You sneak up on the men until a thick branch breaks loudly under your boot. You realize, terrified, that the men's voices have fallen silent. The men jump up and grab their axes.
Who's there?
They sound like bad people. See, if I keep quiet and wait, I might not find anything out. Maybe I introduce myself. Hey, I'm just a dwarf. Passing by. Yeah.
You step into the light of the fire.
Oh
Your
no.
hands raised in a conciliatory gesture.
My name is Tungdil. I'm only...
Well, I'll be. Is that a groundling?
The men look you over suspiciously.
What's a groundling doing creeping around here? Are you after our gold?
I bet you was hoping to slit our throats once we fell asleep.
Oh, no.
Subterranean scum.
Put down your weapons or I'll be forced to wield mine. That's gonna start a fight. But it's 3-on-1. I'm a dwarf, I can take him. But I'm no thief and certainly no murderer. Just want to see why there was a fire burning.
Your heart is pounding, and you confront the man a little more courageously than you feel.
I'm no thief, and I'm certainly no murderer. I only wanted to see if...
Pah! All groundlings are thieves and good for nothing.
Alright.
You find it difficult to take control of your voice again.
Have you met many dwarves?
Enough to know that you're all dirty thieves.
Alright. Alright, time to kill him. That's a good line. Think about it. I'm a dwarf. I don't use my axe for chopping down trees. Nah. We're gonna fight, man. For Vrakas!
The next morning, visions of axes, faces full of hate, fists and heavy boots flicker through your befuddled mind. Your first attempt to move fails when pain shoots through every bone, every muscle, and every nerve in your body. It's a long time before you manage to sit up and tend to your wounds in the early sunlight. There's no trace of the woodcutters. They must have thrown you into the undergrowth near the campfire once they were finished with you.
Ah. Okay, I take it that didn't go well for me then. That's too bad. That's not how I expected that to play out. Let's head over to Düsseldorf.
You reach the banks of the Warder and can see Axeldale on the other side. But there isn't a bridge for far and wide. The fishermen's boats...
Help me cross the river? I'm good. Let's just view the scenery for a while.
Dark water. The current seems so strong that they could carry off even the most experienced of swimmers. And you aren't even a mediocre one. You once read a legend in a book. Elria, the goddess of water, did not like the children of the forge and cursed the dwarves, so that they would drown in any waters beyond their kingdoms.
Man!
The main reason that dwarves avoid water to this day.
Have you ever been hated or discriminated against? Because this guy has. He's been protested and demonstrated against. I'm gonna continue. Don't need to go that way right now, but
behind you and continue on your way.
I feel like everyone's just picking on the dwarfs here.
You look down on a large village on the banks of the Warder. Some of the village is built on stilts in the river.
Alright, good.
A wooden bridge spans the fast-flowing water. A huge wooden palisade has been erected to protect the village from attack.
Alright, let's go to the gate.
The guards on the palisade are watching you. Their armor looks well cared for and well made. The smith who made them knew what he was doing. You conclude that the men depend on the protection the armor offers and aren't just wearing them to look good. They're certainly not villagers.
Ooh. Didn't expect to load into anything. Alright. Again, that just looks gorgeous. Okay, I am actually going to call it a session here, and we'll pick up right where we left off next time. As always, if you are enjoying this, please do drop a like and a comment. Just lets me know what you guys think and keeps me going. I have a couple more episodes that I'm releasing right away. Obviously, pre-release. As I was mentioning earlier, if you'd like to find out more about the game, check out the links in the description below. It is quite fun, and it's interesting. I'm enjoying watching this story develop. Even though I haven't been able to like fight or anything in a little while, I am enjoying the storytelling, and an absolutely gorgeous game. With all that said, guys, thank you very much for joining me, and I will catch you next time. Till then, cheers.